Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of me restoring this red vintage Explorer. What I've managed to do so far is dismantle everything. So I've taken all of the electronics out of the body, all the old hardware has been removed and the new bridge pieces are already in, but that's all of the new stuff that's gone in. I've kept the back plates on. I have had one difficult screw over here which is yet to be removed, so I'll get that removed properly, but I'm able to spin it round so that it doesn't impact anything else, so that's okay. I've given the finish a clean and a polish, and it's looking much shinier than it was before, much nicer, and I'll obviously be doing that again before the end of the project. And so the first thing that I'll do is I'll just quickly take you through the parts that I've selected. This is the Fender guitar care system to give it a clean and polish, and these will be all of the washing liquids that I'm going to use all over and on the neck, and hopefully to bring it all back to life. A set of Fender Frets. These are bent to 9 and something inch radius. This comes out at 11 or 12, but I was advised to get something with a more aggressive curve and then hammer it in. New backplate, new mounting screws, new nut, new machine heads, new Nashville style bridge and saddle, new black, slightly more modern dials or knobs, pair of power slinkies, and then finally the pickups. I've gone for EMG Active 5766, a classic, and they should absolutely destroy in this guitar. So first thing that I need to do, and the aim of this video, is to take the guitar apart, take everything off, everything out, and clean the body up and get that ready for putting electronics back in. Then remove the strings. Started putting all of the pieces into a little bucket. Figured that it'll come in handy to make sure I keep hold of absolutely everything that's come out. Took off the back plate, and this was interesting. There was very, very little movement, and we'll find out why later on. But I was expecting the neck to come off just with the back plate being removed, and that was not the case. So what I did was I thought I'll wait till the neck pickup's off, see what's going on underneath. So I just went about starting to remove all of the everything that's going on. Had a couple of screws that were a bit problematic, but apart from that, everything came up pretty smoothly at this point. Unfortunately, where I knew I wasn't going to be using any of the electronics, I was able to snap cables pretty immediately. We found out that the pickups were Damasio, which I did not know. All I knew was they were pretty much non-functional. And then I started taking up the foil from underneath the neck pickup. And the foil was there for the neck pickup, wasn't there for the bridge. And I was getting really quite nervous because more wood was moving than I was expecting. But that turned out to be absolutely fine, and actually everything underneath the pickup was part of the neck. So when that finally came up, that was gone, and that was all good in the end. And then I got about removing all the pots and the switches, which I assume were coil splits or coil taps, but we'll never know unless anyone has any idea what they are, and please let me know in the comments. And then I got so I had some real problems with the screws around the bridge pickup. They were all completely shredded, and there was no way of getting them out. So I ended up having to remove the pickup. One of the screws on the corner came up, and that was okay. And then I was having to snap the plastic around the 3 screws so that I could get to the screws and eventually get them off. And then came removing the components for the old bridge, which I had completely underestimated. So the the floating bridge saddle piece itself was kind of okay. Twist the bolt pieces a little bit, and they eventually came up. But as soon as you get to the tail piece right at the back, that was a complete nightmare. But what I effectively ended up having to do was put screws in at the bottom of the hole, and then put the screw that was holding the bridge in back in. And that created just enough of a gap to pull that bottom piece up. And as soon as it was loose, I was able to physically pull the pieces out. So they finally came out, but that was hard. Then I was able to get the cleaning gear out, give the body a really good clean, really good polish. I've taken the machine heads off of the neck. And once I washed it, I put the new bridge pieces in, and that's as far as I got today. So next time it will be a case of spending some time on the neck, which is what I need to do next. I have, as I just said, I've removed the machine heads. I did get the nut out. There was whether it was glued or not isn't entirely clear from what's left, but a few little knocks with a fret hammer and it came out the side. That I think will probably be a video in its own right, and then electronics to finish off. So I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I'm learning a lot, and I can't wait to make more progress, especially as on the next one it'll start to feel like a guitar again once they're both attached back together. But I'm really excited for how it's coming out, and hopefully it won't be too long before I do the next one. I do worry that I'm going to end up needing to route out some more of the back of the guitar in order to make room for the new electronics with it being active pickups, but that'll be fine if I do. And then where this is not a Gibson, I haven't found an exact fit for a new pick guard, so I think I'm going to have to order a custom one of those and send over the measurements to a supplier. I think I found one, and also it'll be without a toggle switch hole, because I will be using one of the old kill switch holes for that toggle switch. So yeah, I'll see you soon.